Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Island Only. I'm your host, Island Only. So last episode we ended here. I actually forgot to grab myself a saw, so I'm gonna go do that really quick. So I got my saw here. Now it's time to teleport back home. Get me out of here, please, for the love of God. I do not want to be touching this right now. Here we are back home. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of exploring today, so got a lot to do, man. A lot of little goals I have set in mind, and let's get to it. So here we can see the mining spot. I already knew that there was a lot to do here in terms of mining. Got a couple of iron, coal, a couple of tin and copper, and some gold ores spots, as well as mithril. Nice little butterfly floating around. You might notice that my microphone quality has raised quite a bit. Here's my chicken spawn. I hope for the best in terms of audio quality. Slight interruption in real life. I have a family to tend to and everything, so that happens. Cow spawn, chicken spawn. Here's my hunter spot once I find my bird snares. So I've gotten a little bit of feedback on some of the restrictions that I've set for my account and how it exactly plays out. I will not be able to travel between islands very easily. It's going to be a difficult thing. I'll have to actually touch the mainland for that, at least as it stands now. Running across the mainland is not something that I'm too worried about. I always saw it coming. With an account like this, there's not too much that you can actually do. So I will be traveling across the mainland to access other islands. Now, as far as island progression goes, I've set myself up a couple of goals to do on each island in an effort to unlock the next island. For instance, here, I would like to be able to catch sharks. I would like to be able to cut the U's right here that I just walked past. I would like to be able to catch chinchompas. After 27 Hunter, I will be allowing myself access to the Eagle's Peak quest to unlock box traps. So there's that. My apologies for any desktop notifications that anybody might have been hearing. I've tried to turn every single plugin on my alternate RuneLite clients off to prevent further noise. Once again, I'm not very good with recording. This will be my second time ever using OBS. So, yeah. And here they are, the fabled Gray Chinchompa hunting spot. Now, I know that there's not a crazy amount of these things here, but, you know, one day I'll be catching these. I know up here is going to be this tower, the crumbling tower. Now, another thing that I have to talk about here is going to be the fact that I'm going to be getting 28 thieving for the chest here on this island. While it's not a hard requirement, I believe that it's necessary. There's too much content locked behind the chests that I would not be able to get to if I did not have 28 thieving. Now, I've done a little bit of deliberation and continued, production of this. I would like to get better at editing, so that's something that is definitely going to be in the future. I've had a few people talk to me about it. I don't know if hiring somebody is the right way to go, or if I should just learn it myself, But as it stands right now, I'm just going to continue using OBS in the way that I have to document my travels. Because I'd hate to do stuff on this account and for nobody to be able to see it, it would hurt a lot. Had to come here and nab this on my other account. Just absolutely wonderful. And just for anybody wondering, I got 15 summer pies from it, so what a nice little find that was. In all honesty, I feel pretty good about searching this island right now. Cannot believe my luck. I've been looking for those. Trying to get a glory on that Ironman as well. Nice little teak and mahogany spot here. I doubt that I'll be using this to gather planks later, but who knows, you know? Now, I have watched other Isle of Souls Ironman, and I know that these fires, not the ones that are like this, but these smaller fires can be used to cook food. So that's something that I'm looking forward to. I'll probably be using rabbits rather than chickens for food. Just feel like it's more advantageous to do that. Nice little lobster spot right here. Be using you in a little bit. Here's the cave here. The Isle of Souls dungeon. Now, in here, I believe it's right here at this spot, is a chest. The chest that I was talking about requiring 28 thieving for, which I still have not earned. Probably going to be using that quite a bit. Looking forward to it, although the keys are probably not going to be very fun to grind. It's going to be, you know, one of the big goals of the account, so maybe I'll get used to it, you know, at some point it'll numb out. Here's the plank spawn. I'm going to be needing this quite a bit, as training construction is going to be primarily done with teleporting to my house once law runes are obtainable. Went ahead and grabbed it for now. Might as well grab this fly fishing rod. I don't believe that there are any spots on the Isle of Souls where I can actually use it, but it'll still come in handy, I think. I mean, later on, you know. Later down the line. So here's going to be my shark spawn right here. This is at least somewhat close to the bank. It's still not really ideal for trips, but I mean, it beats the lobster spot. Granted, it's going to take me a good amount of time before I actually get here, so a little bit of sand crabs here. It's actually really nice that the Isle actually has these. It's going to be pretty quick combat experience whenever I actually get stuff for training combat. Granted, that could take a while, but we'll see. And yoink. Alright, so it is all finished. The traveling has been done. And now, I think I'm going to go ahead and finish off one of my other exceptions, which was getting 28 thieving. So I hate to do it, man. I hate to do it, but it must be done. Honestly, looking at my health now, this is going to be arduous. But I have to go and fish some shrimp. A little bit of a wave ASMR for you guys. Yeah. Fly fishing. Bit of shrimp cooking ASMR for you guys. Here we go. Nice. Be back when the inventory is done. 5. There's level 4 fire making. Level 6 cooking. Take 2. Finish with the man thieving grind. Drop those coins. Those petty outsider coins. Time to go steal some tea. Level 6 thieving. Big level there. That's 20 thieving. 8 levels to go. Pleasant little surprise. Just missed a genie random event. Gonna go ahead and lamp that into construction. 2 lamps to go. Alright, and there is 28 thieving. Looks like we're completely done with the thieving grind. On to the next. So, seeing as these were obtained through outside means, they are going to be dropped on the ground now. And now that I have 28 thieving, I've looked at the quest list pretty extensively. I'm not trying to get too many experience rewards outside of quests that are necessary. So I think Dragon Slayer might have to wait to be started. Granted, I'm not going to actually finish the quest. I have no intentions on finishing Dragon Slayer. I only want the anti-dragon shield, as there are so many dragons in so many areas of the game on islands. I will never allow myself access to Vorkath, so that's something that I'm not concerned about. But for the time being, I think I'm just going to go kick some chickens, raise my stats up a little bit, and then probably knock out a few quests. So I'm not trying to lose this hardcore status to wolves. So here we are, back on the Isle of Souls, and time to kick some chickens. Nice little random event here. Now this could be useless or very good for me. Let's well, I guess that answers that. Might as well wear it. Nice little ring. So if you can see down here, go ahead and type it out. Black Knight's Fortress, Shield of Arab, Merlin's Crystal, Murder Mystery, and as well as Sheep Herder. These will be enough quests for me to get to 32 quest points. They give no EXP. The coins can be dropped. And it's of no consequence to me, really. So I think those are going to be the quests that I go and do when I feel a little bit more comfortable crossing White Wolf Mountain. Go ahead and show you some of my stats here. I've been kicking these chickens for a few hours now. I've got a 20 strength, 5 attack. The 2 range was from Tutorial Island and killing the bear for Druidic Ritual. 12 prayer, 16 hit points. The rest of these are not as impressive, obviously. This is pretty good. Yeah. Probably going to go from kicking to punching. My legs are a little bit tired and I'm getting too many Fable 1 flashbacks. Well, probably be back after 10 attack. Just missed the level. I mean, just now. 13 prayer, which means I can start flicking superhuman strength. Not that it's going to be very useful against chickens, but it's a nice little unlock. There's something so aesthetically pleasing about 10 attack. I don't know what it is. But now that that's done, probably wouldn't be a bad idea for me to train some defense up. Probably going to go ahead and get 10 to 15 on that. Maybe not so high, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go for 10. Big level there, look at that. I'm no longer a 1 defense peer. PKing out of the question. Kill some more chickens. Here we are, making big moves on the account. 30 cooking achieved. So while I've been doing this, I've been tampering with OBS to try to figure out exactly what I can do, what my limitations are at this point, and I've I've got a little bit more comfortable. I finally figured out a way to full screen and get rid of the black bars that were on the side, so the quality should be a little bit better. At least I hope so. So here are the current stats. I believe my phone is ringing in the background, but we're just going to ignore that. Here are my current stats. I am going on a little adventure, and I would like for everybody to come with me on this. I believe maybe going this way would be better. Let me take a look at the map. It's not a secret. I'm going here. Yeah, going here. So I've thought long and hard about it, and a lot of people are still confused on what exactly this account's exceptions and rules are. I really don't know how to put it into words yet, man. I'm gonna try and figure it out over the next couple of days and release a video on exactly what my rules, exceptions, all of the ideas and concepts that I have in my head, all of that, as well as my end game goals. Now, as stated in episode 1, obviously Chambers of Xeric is going to be one of my, if not my greatest enemy. To do a deathless solo Chambers of Xeric raid on a Ironman that does not have access to Barrows or Armadillo or any of the best in slot gear, it's definitely going to be something. Now, I will be able to catch lucky implings. I do plan on giving myself access to Puro at some point, somehow or some way. And I've even tangled with myself on whether or not I should have access to fairy rings. I know that they're not required for anything, but the isle itself has a fairy ring here. Okay. Now, Zaya, which will be my endgame unlock, has one here. And there's another one over here. These are 2, 3 that I know of that would be extremely useful to my account. There also is one on Miscellanea, which would definitely help me. I don't want to spend too much time running across the mainland. Now, I've questioned it in my head a few times. Is this considered an island? There is a bridge keeping it from being on the mainland. And Dagonauts would be really great to kill. Chinchampas would do wonders there. And Cold War is going to be one of my earlier unlocks. As stated, I'll go through a entire video based on what exactly I plan on unlocking and when. It's just a matter of time on that. But now, here we are. This was my goal, as stated. I really want to get a steel longsword from these guys. Now, Isle locked accounts, do not have access to any general stores, so the battle staves that they get are pretty much useless until 55 magic or 22 magic, and even then, what are they going to do with the coins? There's literally nothing that they can do. But me, I'm an exception to that rule because I'm not locked on this one and only island. Once I finish all of the goals that I've set for myself here, I will be allowed to leave. Now, my next island unlock is going to be pest control. I'm looking forward to it, and I will be locked on that island until all of the goals are met, and I will not be allowed to travel back to the Isle of Souls until all of my goals are met. Now, pest control obviously doesn't have a whole lot going for it, and I'll cover that whenever the time comes. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'll be back if I get something good. First drop. Vials of water. Now, this might not be very useful now, but these are the only vials I believe I'll be able to get on this island. It's actually kind of an incredible drop. It means, given that I can get Eyes of Newt from imps that also spawn here, I'll be able to do some herb lore with these. And there's even a couple of places that I can refill them. Wow. A few more vials of water from that kill. Pretty good. Crap. Wow. Look at that. Dare I say what everybody that makes these videos says. This changes everything. Insane. No longer will I have empty hands. I now control in the palm of it the power of a longsword. Tell you what, for something so minuscule, it matters a lot. Wow. This is going to improve my EXP rates. So I will likely be including the loot tracker. I kid you not, that was the third kill before getting this thing. A little bit low on health, so seeing as these rabbits are right here, I've got everything that I need. I can continue the grind. Probably be back whenever I have a full inventory of food or something. Wow. Just look at it. Not sure how common of a drop this is. Gonna go ahead and look it up. 1 out of 64. I guess that's not too bad. All things considered, these could prove useful later. Huh. No way. Right after I had stopped that last clip, I've got a dunce random event. Now, if you remember earlier on, this is going to mean big things for me. Big things. Back when it's finished. I do have to say that this soundtrack is an absolute boogie. And I'm into it. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. 5 construction. On that note, that happy little tidbit, I think I'm gonna call this one actually. Pretty sure that my timer is running close to about 20 minutes. We've accomplished some great things here today. Can't wield those, sadly. But, I'll be doing some background grinds. Probably clip a few things and get it ready for tomorrow's video. And, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.